Sean said he wanted to hear a hello, so I'm gonna say hello. So the pre-shave I'm using is Parasso, and the razor I'm gonna use is a Dorko that I reconditioned. Previous short video, I polished the scales. Another short video, I removed the old broken scales and got that nice blade. So that's what we're going to be shaving with today. Hopefully everybody's doing well after their Memorial Day weekend and such. Today's shave is going to be with Razor Rock. Synthetic brush is a Razor Rock BC silver tip. Getting soap everywhere. Let me turn this off. And it's getting a little hot in here. Summertime. I don't have anything other than in-window air conditioning, so I can get a little humid back here after a shower. And that's usually when I shave. It's right after I get out of the shower. I'll do my hair up, get dressed, and then shave. Kind of like Sinatra Lennon. He'll get his hair done and then he'll do the shave. I don't know if anybody's familiar with his shave channel. It's been going for a really long time. He's decided he's gonna semi-retire, which means I think he's only gonna be making videos every once in a while. I'm not sure. Last time I checked. Really cool gentleman from down in Texas. Do some videos every once in a while playing guitar. He's a big Barbasol fan. Which there's definitely nothing wrong with Barbasol. I do enjoy a little Barbasol shave with a straight razor or single edge, or even the cartridge razor. I don't usually do cartridge razor shaves very often anymore, unless I'm in a hurry or traveling and don't want to bring something nice. Or if I just get nostalgic, I'll bust out the old Gillette Sensor XL, which was my first razor, I believe, other than the big throwaway razors from back in the day. Well, let's see how this edge is. I found this on the new conical that I got. It has the little black dots, the La Descente, or possible La Descente. and I kind of honed outside the box. It's cutting real nice. What I mean by that is I made a slurry with its slurry stone, and then after that I made slurry with, what was it? Thuringian slurry stone. And then after the Thuringian, man, that's nice. I used the slurry stone from my shadow, the black shadow. All in the base stone is just that conical. It's that hard. And to set the bevel, I'd use the conical. I didn't use any synthetic stones. And then after the black shadow slurry stone, I slurried up Zulu gray slurry stone on the conical. And then after that, I honed on soapy water. With the conical. Then I stropped it about 50 times on the Duke City strop, which is a 3-part strop. It has whatever leather you choose, which is, mine's kangaroo. And then you have the cotton, and then you have the rougher strop, which is the flax linen or whatever it is. If it's like, I think it's a synthetic flax linen, maybe. So I started on that, the synthetic flax linen. Then I went to the kangaroo leather and did 50 on it. And then I did 20 on the cotton. I didn't bother to do a hanging hair test. I never do. My tests are just, will it shave or not? Is the shave comfortable or not? I don't feel I need to prove to anyone or myself how good my edges are. I don't think anybody else should either. It's nice to be able to show people, you know, your hanging hair test and say, this is how sharp this razor is now. I think the only real test I use is with a tomato, a cherry tomato. I can get a pretty good judgment of how sharp it is just by running it through a cherry tomato. Everybody has a different way they like to test their razors though. Some use microscopes and some use packing peanut. I think packing peanut's a great way to test it. And there's been some stellar videos coming out from the cutthroat goat. He's been using a bunch of different AI software to make some really cool songs and graphics and stuff for his shaving videos. I like it a lot. And then we've got some other new people to the shaving community. It's really good to have a lot of people here. I'm newer. I didn't start doing shave videos until just recently, and before that it was just honing. I started honing probably a year and a half ago. So when I make my honing videos, I try not to tell people exactly how to do things because I'm still learning myself. I'll offer advice of how it works for me. But that's about it. I would say a good person to ask about things if you're new is go find the Cajun Blade or Sean Staplefield. Or Greg Gallant. It would be a good resource for learning how to hone. I learned mostly from watching a bunch of other guys also on YouTube how to hone. Trial and error, asking questions here and there. I think that's pretty much how everybody starts out, unless they like have some formal barber experience or something, or went to a barber school or something. And even then, I don't think they teach how to hone and stuff like that, unless maybe in Europe. That's a lost art. They usually just give people a shave with a shavette, so they'll plop in a half of a safety razor, and depending on how good they are at shaving with a shavette, you'll either come out nice and comfortable and clean shaven, or feel like they used your face as a piece of toast with a bunch of razor burn. And cuts. So my shaving, I started out with throwaway cartridges and Gillette Sensor XL. And I went to electric razors. Like the Braun and the rotary ones. And then after that, I started safety razors. And I started restoring safety razors. And then I started shaving with shavettes. That's when I was starting to watch like Shave and Butcher and stuff like that online on YouTube, and really wanting to get into straight razor shaving. But I gave myself some time to kind of learn with a shavette, which really helps out, because it's more of a huge leap, I think, if you just go from no experience at all with a single edge blade with no guard to shaving with a straight razor. But I do have to say, in my mind, I think shaving with a straight razor is probably safer than a shavette. Shavettes have extremely sharp blades. And to me, they were quite unforgiving. It wasn't until later that I realized that you could mute the toe and heel of the shavette, so that if you weren't holding it proper, you wouldn't end up bleeding out a bunch of little holes in your face from either the point or the heel. And then the other thing I had to learn with straight razors and safety razors was a shallow edge is safer than an edge where you just go straight down. So if you just go straight down like that, there's a good chance you're going to hurt yourself. If you go down like this, there's a good chance you're going to be okay all the time. That's how I got that little bad boy. I was going at the wrong angle too. You can't do safety razor angles like you do with a straight razor. That was a tough little one to learn. Oh well, thank you guys for watching. Let's see, what do we got here? I don't have aftershave. I have this, which is a dupe of the Acqua di Gio. It's just a spray. And the Razor Rock soap was Aqua, which is a dupe of the Acqua di Gio. So I'm just gonna give myself a little spray here. Call it a day. Thanks for watching.